Okay, here we go with our science video. You are going to need your workbook, open it at the front. If your workbooks are full, just take an extra page. I'm so sorry, next week we will be handing out. We'll be starting to hand out the workbooks from class, and you can just carry on going on in there because otherwise we waste all of those books. So, first thing you do, Minky Monkey, and the date, 29 July 2020. Can you believe we're almost in August? I mean, okay. Write your heading, birds, and fish. Then with a ruler, draw your line, make your X, and then you can just send your Minky Monkeys all the way down. Good. Oh, sorry. Then fold your page in half. And here we go. If you're not with me yet, pause the video, but I'm carrying on. So, we are going to write, next to our first Minky Monkey, we are going to write birds. And on the other side of the page, we write fish. Then we draw another line. And now I'm going to read characteristics. Characteristics. That means I'm going to read a sentence or something. And you need to tell me, does that fit with birds or does that fit with fish? So the first sentence you will need to put under one of these columns is have feathers as an outer covering. I'm not going to make the whole sentence. So have feathers. This is the sentence that you write either under your birds or you write it under your fish. Which one has feathers? Have feathers. Write the sentence under the correct column. Have feathers. So you are either writing it underneath your birds or you are writing it underneath your fish. Have feathers. Pause the video and write this underneath one of those. Next one. Lays eggs. Lays eggs. If birds lay eggs, write it under birds. If fish lay eggs, write it under fish. If both do, write it under both. Lays eggs. That's the next sentence you must write. So pause the video and write lays eggs underneath the correct column. Good. Next one. Lives in water. Lives in water. If birds live in water, write that down under birds. If fish live in water, write it down under fish. Lives in water. Pause the video and write that sentence underneath the correct column. Lives in water. Next one. Uses fins to move. Uses fins to move. If birds use their fins to move, write that under birds. If fish use their fins to move, write it under fish. Uses fins to move. Write that under the correct column. Next one. have scales. Have scales. If birds have scales, write it under birds. If fish have scales, write it under fish. Have scales. Good. Next one. Uses wings to move. If birds use wings to move, write it under birds. If fish use wings to move, write it under fish. Use wings to move. Try to fit them all in on one line. If you can't, go to the second one, that's fine. And then just your next page fold it in half and carry on writing there. Good. Next one. Breathes with lungs. Breathes with lungs. If birds breathe with lungs, you write that sentence under birds. If fish breathe with lungs, write it under fish. Warm-blooded. If birds are warm-blooded, write it under birds. If fish are warm-blooded, write it under fish. Warm-blooded. And then the last one, I'm just going to kind of press it in here. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. If birds are cold-blooded, write it under birds. If fish are cold-blooded, write it under fish. Good. Once you're finished, draw your line wherever you finished underneath. If you went to the next page, then it would look like this. You would literally be writing your sentences there. Remember your Minky Monkeys, and then you would draw your line. Good. Those are the videos for today. The reading video I will be posting as soon as I get to school. I'm going to record it for you guys the way that I did the grammar on Monday, because we are doing an online reading activity. But after the science video, I will first be sending the link to the grammar video where we introduce antonyms as opposites. Antonyms are opposites. So watch that little video. Very informative, very nice. And then look out for the reading video whenever I post that one. There's no assessment for reading this week. So just enjoy reading the story with us, or following the story with us. And then those are the videos for today. So it's only grammar and reading still coming up. I hope you enjoyed all of your activities and that you have a wonderful day.